Hello, computer scientists. This is Mr. P here. I hope you're doing well, staying safe, staying healthy, and occupying your little brains with lots of activity so you learn and you grow. Before we started our shelter in place and had to move to distance learning, many of our classes were working with BBots. And you might notice if you go into the Clever portal that there are a bunch of activities that either your teacher has put for you or the school district has put for you so that you can keep learning even while you're at home. One of the activities is called a BBot emulator. And this BBot emulator allows you to play with BBots but on a computer. So you don't have an actual BBot, but you'll see right in the center of my screen, here is a BBot and it's on a mat. And you can use this portion of the screen to give the commands to the BBot. And then when you click go, the BBot will run the code that you programmed. There's also some additional directions down here. Have your family help you if you want to learn some more about what you can do. So at the top, you can select which kind of a mat you want. So there's different mats. This one's a blank mat, and there are different words, CVC words, and there's a dice mat. There's all kinds of things you can do. I'll show you some things you can do on the alphabet mat, and I'm sure you'll come up with your own creative, fun activities to keep yourself busy and keep yourself learning how to code. So here's my BBot right here. And if you click the home button, it goes right to the center square. But you can also choose where you want the BBot to start. And let's say I wanted the BBot to spell out my name. My first name is Owen, so I would go program it to go to the O, to the W, all the way up here to the E, and then I need to find the N, and the N is over here. So we're going to start programming our robot. So I'm looking at this square and I think I need to go backwards, and then I need to turn this direction, which I know is left, and then I'll need to go forward to get to the O. So if I click on the back, you can hear it makes the same sound that our BBots make. I'm going to click on the turn to the left, and I'm going to just click go so that you can see what happens. Okay, and now it's facing the letter O, so I want it to move forward. So you can see it just keeps adding my commands right here. And if I click go, oh, what do you think happened? Well, it started from where I left off, but my code starts from that home position. So I'm going to click on the home button to go back. Then I'm going to click go. And I'm going to see, does my BBot move in the direction that I wanted it to move? Okay. Now, once you're on top of the letter, say the letter in your name, you want the BBot to pause before you move on to the next letters. That way, you know that you've gotten to the correct letter. You didn't just roll over the right letter. You stopped at a letter because that's a letter, for example, in your name. And now I need to go to the W, which is down here. So I'm going to need to turn, and then I'm going to try going backwards. Take a minute to think. Am I going to turn left or am I going to turn right? If you said right, you could be correct. You could also be correct if you turn left. You'll see why now. I'm going to say turn to the right, and then I'm going to go backwards twice. If I click go, it's going to run all of this code with the BBot in this position, which wouldn't be correct. So I'm going to click the home button and then click go again. You can see here it makes the same sounds that our BBots make. There's the pause on the letter O because that's my name. Did we get to the letter W? If you answered yes, let's put a pause there. Now I need to go all the way up here to the letter E. There are so many ways I could do it, but I'm going to move forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, and you can see that it starts a new row down here. And then my B-Bot will be all the way up here. Am I going to turn to the left or turn to the right? Think about that for a second. If you said right, you'd be correct. I'm going to click the home button and then I'm going to press go again. There's the pause on my first letter of my name, the letter O. There's the pause for the W. Now it's moving on up. And now you can see my right turn faces my B-Bot towards the E. So if you turn right there, then you're going to use the forward button to go 1, 2, 3 squares. 1, 2, 3. If you actually turned left and your B-Bot was facing the other direction, no problem. You'll just have to use the back button. And then when I get to the E, I want to pause. So I'm going to click the home button, and then I'm going to click go to see if my path is correct so far. There's the letter O, the first letter of my name. There's the letter W, the second letter of my name. There's the pause on the letter E, the last letter of my name. The letter N is the final letter of my name. Take a minute to think, how would you get the B-Bot to the letter N? Remember, there's more than one path, so there's more than one right answer, because computer science is all about finding creative solutions to problems. I'm going to go backwards because I like going backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to turn to the right. And then I'm going to go forward. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That should put me on the N. And I'm going to click pause. I'm going to click the home button, then go, to see if I've gotten all of the letters in my name yet. There's the O. Here's the W. There's the E. Make sure you put a pause on each letter, so if your family or your older brother or sister is helping you out, they know that you've spelled your name correctly. And there's the letter N. Okay, now some of you really got in the habit of doing a happy dance at the end when you completed the task. I'll make my happy dance 4 turns to the right. That will spin my robot all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll click go. I'll click the home button and then I'll click go and we'll make sure it's working. There's the letter N, and now I do my happy dance. Okay, Well, a couple other things is if your Bbot is going the wrong direction and you don't want it to finish the code because it's all going to be wrong, just click stop and you can start again. Which button do you think you'll click if you want to clear the code that's in the Bbot? For example, if you made a mistake, could I click on the arrows? Nope, that doesn't do anything. Ooh, what if I click on the X? There goes my code, right? So there's additional directions right here. Also, don't forget to check out the different mats that are available. Maybe you like storytelling and you want to think of a story and you want to program the Bbot to go through the different parts. Like the Bbot wants to go ride a horse, and then it wants to go into the gold mine, and then it wants to go see the bison, and then it wants to go to the hotel and go to sleep. Can you program that to happen? Let's see what you can do. If you have the opportunity or ability to record a video and you want to record the video of your Bbot running its program and post that in Google Classroom, feel free to do that. I love to see what you come up with. I love to see your creative problem solving. Some of you might like the go-kart rally. Some of you, maybe your teachers want you to use a number line, maybe do some addition or subtraction facts. Maybe you're learning about coins and you want to make a specific amount of money. Check those out and see what you come up with.